Hello loves, welcome back to my channel, The Cockney Crafter, and today I just thought I'm decorating a couple of envelopes for cards that I want to send, so I thought I'd do it on camera. So, first of all I just want to spray a bit of colour, get a bit of colour here. So, I use this grubby old tray because it's got the grooves so it drains well and it stops the spray going everywhere. These are my sprays that I've made from food colouring, surgical spirit and water, and so I'm just going to grab a couple of these. Oh, right. And also I'm going to spray these while I'm at it because I want these as decoration. And I don't know how well the spray will take on these, but if it's not what I want, I can just go over them with something else. So I'll just hold it up a little bit, and this one's running low, but I kind of like the big splodges. I think they look kind of cool. That was hot pink, and now I've got violet, and a bit of teal blue. So we come up here, right, and I'm just going to dry that off with my heat tool, so that I can just crack on quickly. So I'll be right back. Right, so this is what I'm left with, which is pretty cool, and I think I'm just going to do the same on the other side so that I've got a bit of colour there as well. So I hope everyone's doing well and having a lovely day and had a nice weekend. Yeah, I've just been chilling out, did a bit of housework, and then thought I'd chill out in my craft room. And I've made a couple of cards, but I did that off camera because I didn't want to spoil the surprise. But I thought it would be cool to decorate the envelopes for those cards with you all. So here I am. So I'll just dry this off and I'll be right back. Okay, so these have come out pretty cool now. This is the side of the envelope with the pocket, and that is the back. I'm thinking I'll decorate this side the most in case, once they receive the card that I've made, in case they want to use this on a book page. So I'll do a little bit to the back, but not loads, because, well, to the front rather. And I'm going to decorate the back. So I think I'm just going to do a little bit of inking around these. So I'm using an oxide, which I might even wet after I put it on, and I'm using Seedless Preserve. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? That is really lovely. The colour is so rich. Oh yeah, I love that. Right, God, it looks gorgeous. I really love it. It's nice, isn't it, when you use something and it's just inspiring you as you're using it, because it's so pretty. I really do love the rich colours of the oxides. And yeah, if you wet them, then they have a bit of a reaction. I'm not sure though if I want to do that or not. So I'll come round and I'll do some up here. Right. Try and take off any sharp edges. So yeah, I hope everyone had a lovely weekend. I had my daughters and my grandchildren staying over, which was fun. And yeah, we done some crafting. We made little pom-pom pets like cats and things like that, which were really cute. Right, I think I'm going to do some stamping. I've brought over my little thing with my small stamps in. I really like these. They're little like mandala type things, and yeah, I use them a lot. And they was just over £1 for the 6 off of Amazon, and I think they're beautiful. So yeah, I'm gonna use 1 or 2 of these and see what we get. I can go there. That's very faint, but yeah, that's quite nice. This pink is nearly dried out. I need to get a new one, but I don't mind having a little bit of pale colour, just like a hint, like that. Right. And I think I might do one with the oxide, maybe on the other side, I think. Yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I've got a little bit of thingy. Oh, it don't matter though. It'll probably get covered up as we go along. I think I've done it again. Yeah, I've lent again. That's the only one that happens with. It's not centered, the thing, the stamp. That's probably why they're so cheap. But yeah, I really like them. So I'll just put those over there. So I've got to wipe them in a bit. And yeah, what I was thinking is I wanna make this a top, like punch a hole and do a little tie up closure. So what do I need? I've got a few bits and bobs here. I can't see what I need. Oh, here it is. I've got this. So I'm just going to punch a couple of circles. 1, 2, 4 I need. 3, 4. And I'm going to ink around the edge with the oxide again. And yeah, I just thought I made the cards over the weekend whilst I was supervising my granddaughter while she was crafting, and I sat and made a few cards, and then I thought I want to jazz up the envelopes a bit so that that's like a gift in its own right to go along with the cards, because I kept the cards kind of simple. I didn't go mad on them, and that's why I thought I want to give some oomph, zhuzh up these little envelopes a bit and make them into what I want them to be. Right, so I'll just grab them all together, and I need to look for my pokey tool. Here we are, and just wherever I can find the centre, sort of. I'll dig through. Is that on all the way? Yes. Right. And I need my little brad, if I can find them. I've got a load of these, and I keep them right next to me on my cart. And yeah, this is the one with the brads. So I might go white, because I never use the white ones, and I've got really pale colours here, so that is what I'm going to do. So I think first of all I'll better attach these, and then I know what I'm doing. Try and go as far down as I can reach. Right. And where's my brad? make that hole a bit bigger. And then, there we go. Right, getting it to separate now is the difficult bit, because you're sort of doing it blind. Come on. I don't want to tear the envelope, because it's just a normal everyday envelope, so it's not really strong. But yeah, it's fine. Right, so I went as far down as I could. About here. And here we go. So this is going to be my closure. And they're not lined up perfectly, look, you can see. But I don't mind that. Oh, come on. That's it. Right. I've got the brad to separate behind, and I'm just going to grab some washi and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've just grabbed a little bit of washi and I'm just going to stick a bit over, hang on, I've folded that in on itself, over the brad inside so it's not catching on the card. And the same again. Now, have I got it? Yes. Right, so they're not going to catch on the card or on anything else that's being put in there at a later date. So, I'm happy with that. Right, just having a little rummage what I'm going to put on this back side again before I flip over and do the main decoration on the front. Could have a bit of music, paper, nice bit of sheet music. Yeah, I'll use this colour this time. And oh, this is what I was looking for. Right. Right, let's think how we're going to go. Quite like it in that corner. And I'll have a piece in this corner. Yeah, right. I'll just ink around these edges. And yeah, stick these on. I don't want to go too mad because the envelope has got a still older card, so I don't want to warp the shape of it too much or make anything stick it together, because then I'd have to start all over again. So I can get these cards in. But yeah, I just wanted to do this before they go in the post. Right. And I think I may use another of those stamps. Right, so I'll try and be careful this time and just hold it. Oh yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, and one going just off the page like that. And I'm going to take this little piece off. That's going to aggravate me. And just quickly re-ink there. And yeah, I want it just going off the page like that, and maybe there as well on that one. And there as well. Yeah, just lightly. Right, I'm happy with that. So I'll glue these on. And I think I might might leave it as a little tuck, just in case, because they may not want to glue it down onto a page, or they might want to make a hinge, and so it opens out like that. So I'll make a little tuck spot there that I can just tuck something inside, maybe like a little tiny tag, a little tiny journaling card. And yeah, so if you choose to, it could be double-sided, or if not, it's not too thick and bulky that it will make you not able to use just this side, like sticking this directly onto a page. So yeah, it's a really optional gift, like to make the envelope going along with your card into something usable, something handy. But yeah, it's optional in what way you use it, so it's not too bulky or I can't think of the word I was looking for, but I know what I meant. Yeah, right, this is some coffee dyed paper that I then put colour onto. I think like paint splodges and things like that, and I was spritzing it with water, kind of like that there, I think. Or I might do a belly band of this. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Have I got 2 long strips? Yes, I have. Right, I think I'm going to make those into belly bands, and then that will probably be it for the back of these. So again, I want ink around these edges. Right. I'll cut them to size now, because I'll end up having to ink the end once I've glued it on, or before I glue it on. So I want a rough guide so that I'm not having to cut then start inking again. Right, that is going to be a little touch too big. Right. Well, this is a cat-handy way of of doing it, isn't it? I make things such hard work for myself sometimes with the way I hold things, or the little flaps I get into when I've just put something down 2 seconds ago and I can't find it. Oh gosh, I make myself just take twice as long to do stuff just because of the way I am. But it don't bother me. Sometimes I get a bit frustrated with myself, but most of the time I can laugh at myself. So I think that's important, that you can laugh at yourself. And oh yeah, see, look, I've done it again now. I've just cut that bit off. I'm not sure where I'll put it. Is this it? Let's measure. Yeah, that was it. Oh, and I just wanted to straighten that up because I was holding it at a wonky angle. It went weird. Right, that's that. Okay, I just want to ink around these edges. This purple isn't too in your face. I did consider using the Seedless Preserve again, but that's really a rich colour, isn't it? So I don't want like overkill just because I love the colour. Sometimes you can go a bit too mad and then look at it and think, oh, I've ruined it there because I went over the top. So I thought I'll use just the normal purple. This is just one from the range that was £1. I've got a few of these, and yeah, they're not the juiciest of inks, but for stuff like this I love them, because yeah, I think when you're inking around the edge sometimes you want it a little bit subtle. Not all, but yeah, sometimes you just want a little hint, which that's what I think I've got there. So we'll stick these on, and then I think I'm going to work on the front, and we'll come back to making these little tags for these in a bit. Right, so just a little bit of glue on each end, because it's a belly band. And I have to say these things out loud, even when I haven't got the camera on, guys. So, yeah, I'm a bit of a strange one, but I'm sure other people do it as well. But if I don't say it out loud, I will forget. And by the time I go to stick that one on, I'll just glue all the way across and then press it down and then think, oh, that wasn't what I was intending to do. Right, so that's got a belly band. And here we are again. And 2. And across the page. I just hold it up to see that I've got that straight. Actually, I didn't check the other one. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Right. But I can see just at the edges, on this one more than this one, I think I need a bit of this purple. And I'll do it there as well. Oh, I'll do it on this bit and this bit. Right, so that's our back side of the envelope for the card. And yeah, we've got a little tuck spot here and a belly band here, and the same. I'm just checking I haven't glued anything down that I didn't want to. Yeah, right, so that's back side. We'll flip it over to what we're calling our front side. Now we'll start work on here. Okay, so they're all nice in place. So I want to put my eyelets in before I do anything else, I've decided. So I need to punch my holes. I've just noticed there I've got some ink, so I'll be going over that in a second. And there. And I'll set my little eyelets in. Let's take away that. And then I'll have like a ribbon closure. Oh. Is it just me that finds this really difficult? Oh, it seems to give me a bit of strength just to get that shut, and I feel like this one could do with a little bit of an extra squeeze. Yeah, that feels a bit better. So, right, where's my ribbon? There's one piece. Let's have a look. Right, I did have 2 pieces, I'm sure I did. I might have to come back to that in a minute, because it seems a bit long. I'll put one through just to show how it's going to go. That's going to thread through there, and that will tie up. Actually, I'm not going to do that yet because I don't want the ribbon getting dirty. So I want to put a bit of ink over those. I'm just going to use the Distress Oxide again in Seedless Preserve, and just a little, join that together. And I was thinking, I really don't like having that line, so I want to get rid of that. But what I'm going to do, so I don't go over, is kind of just disguise it with a bit of ink in the same colour. So, not the best thing, but yeah, I wanted to get rid of that. And I don't think that spoils it in any way. I really don't. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments, because yeah, sometimes like you do something, and although like I really love how that comes out, but I should mark the one that's off centre because it's the only one that does it. All the others are always perfect, but one, the little pattern is slightly off centre on the wood, and yeah, it causes that problem, as if you've leant to the side when you haven't. Right, a little bit more. Right, I think that's going to be okay because I'll be adding more to these envelopes, so for the moment I think that's okay. Right, so that's that done. I've got this old, it's not baking paper, but I think this was actually a paper bag, and I just put it in when I was spraying. I had it underneath, so you can see the lines there of my spraying tray, but this bit you can't, so I think I might use some of this, tear off the seam, and I don't want anything with the lines, so I'll take that away, and I'll move that out from under me for a moment. Although I'm going to want it straight back again in a sec, because I'm going to want to ink around the edges. Kind of think that, although I don't like the lump. Let's tear again, losing that. And it's a bit too much of a bulge. I'll stick that down like that, and then I can just trim off the edges. And this one, what side has got the most colour? This side. I don't want to lose too much of that blue, so lose that bit again, and I think that, although again I've got a lump that I don't want, it's just trial and error, isn't it? Just tearing and looking, re-tearing, you know. Actually, I'll put that back underneath because I don't like getting glue on my mat. Right. Let's see. Just go everywhere with the glue because I'm not sure where it's going to sit. Right. Oh, I can't get the lid on, that's it. Okay, so I wanted it up a little touch. Smooth it down. Oh, I didn't ink it. See, I always do things like that. Right, it's not a problem. We can salvage this. Right, here we go. I wanted to ink the edges. Good job I did put this underneath, didn't it? This is going to be stuck in a sec. I'm going to be struggling to get it off. Right, there won't be enough glue on there now. Okay, so, sorry, that was just my arm knocking the fruit bowl next to me that contains my punches, because I don't have many, so I'll just keep them in the fruit bowl that belonged, I think, to my nan, if I remember rightly. Right, we'll remember to ink this one first. Right. Oh, it might have been my grandma's. I got mixed up lately. With my fibromyalgia, I find that my brain is often quite foggy, which is a bit frustrating, and you must notice it as well if you watch my videos. Like, sometimes I completely lose my train of thought when I'm talking, or will jump madly from one thing to the next, and forever forgetting things that I wanted to do, bits that I wanted to add on, forever just always forgetting. But there's a people a lot worse off out there than me, so I'm not complaining, because yeah, some people have it really hard, don't they, with their life and their illnesses. Mine are quite trivial in comparison to the challenges that a lot of people live with, and God, I admire them so much. Take my hat off to people that are cool and that look adversity in the face and just laugh at it and carry on. You know, I'd love to be that strong as some people are, but I don't do bad, and I've got a lovely supportive family and partner, so I've got a lot to be thankful for, even if strength of character isn't one of them. I might crumble at things or get stressed out at things that don't bother other people, like gluey mat and things like that. Because I'm sure when you're watching my videos you must feel like I'm watching me doing my housework sometimes, because I'm always finicky about wiping things and putting stuff away. But that's me, and I can't change me. I've tried, but it don't work. Right, I've got a little couple of offcuts from my Chinese book that I've got a whole book full, but these have already been coffee dyed, these little bits. Those in my scrap bag, box rather. So I'm going to ink those. I think I'm going to go a different colour. So I'm quickly going to grab a different colour, mix it up a bit. I love this blue. And again, this is a Hobbycraft one, but these are only £1, or they was when I got them. And yeah, I really love that blue. It's gorgeous. So I'm just going to ink around the edge once again. And oh God, that bit looks really, really straight, don't it? But I know I'm going to rip it all off, trying to get it. Yeah, look at me. I'm ripping off all the characters, I know. Right, there's a date there that I don't want on the page, and I don't want those pointy bits like that. Right, and then I'm going to tear this in half, and yeah, I'll use one on each, because yeah, I didn't want a dead straight line when everything else is jaggedy. I suppose I could have butted the straight line right up to the edge, but yeah, I didn't really want to. So that's one. And the other one. Ain't it a lovely blue? Look at that. It's fabulous. Right. Again. And while I think of it, because I did forget, I just want to ink where I cut the paper from the paper bag, where I cut it off. Right, so that's that. And I might put a bit, just a little wiggle or a little pressing down a bit to bring a bit of colour into the middle. That's nice. Right, so where are they going to go? Right. Perhaps it's going to come down like that. I might have one there. Oh, that looks quite nice, I think. Let's try that way up. I've got a bit that's not inked there, so let's get some blue on that corner and quite a bit more down here. Okay, so I'm thinking I quite like that. And yeah, it's just building up some images, building up the layers to somewhere where I think it's added a nice bit of interest. I think I might put a pocket on the front of this envelope as well somehow, or a tuck spot of some sort. So right, that's going to come down and tie there and dangle. I could have something here and over here. It would cover that, but I can do another one of them elsewhere. Because I'm thinking I'd like to have a pocket now on the front, because I've got the tuck and the belly band on the back. The card will be inside, and yeah, I'm thinking I want at least a tuck spot on this side. So right, I'm going to have a little rummage for some paper and I'll be right back. Right, I really like this, and I've used some of this on the card, or the cards that I have made. So I'm thinking I want to, hang on, I want to see where I can't tear to and mark it with a pencil, knowing where I've got to come off. Right, so if I've got a pencil that was actually a pencil. That one's never been used yet, so it was just the blunt end. Right, don't want to go any further than that. There is my circle, and I can go any height I want. So I'm coming down here somewhere. That will look nice, I think. Oh, and if you just while I was looking, I quickly thought to, because I'm going to cover that I'd put a stamp up there, and you see that's a different design, and yeah, you can see all the other ones never leave that line, but that one does. But it's beautiful. So sometimes I forget, but then sometimes you think it's worth taking the risk. Because like that'll be upside down, I can't have that. Let's have a look. I'd rather that was over a bit. I think I'm going to cut it. Right, so I've got some of the bigger flowers in my pattern. And again, that's my thing, and that's about where I want to come to. So as long as I'm avoiding those, I should be fine. Right, yeah. Yep, and obviously, like they're just going to be tucks. What have I done here? Oh, I've done both for the same one. Oh, I'm mental, ain't I? Right, so that one's going to be that one. Or am I going to come over there? Let's see. Now I'll go with the bigger one. I have to save that for another project. And this way. What a lunatic. Just doing the same one twice. That is my thing. So, and that's obviously as far as I can go with that. Right. And that one is going to go there. So, I want to ink again. Okay, so my battery just run out, but here I am back again, and yeah, I finished inking around the edges, so I want to stick these down. I'm going to give the top of this a wipe so that I get a nice thin line. I don't want it too thick because I want to be able to slide like a long thin tack in there. So right, my not so steady hand is rubbish at this. but I just want to try and get it right at the edge, which, right, if I lean down on here, I've got something supporting my wrist. Unfortunately, my hands shake a bit more than I'd like them to, but we get there in the end. Yeah, that weren't too bad. It's not the thinnest of lines, but I've done a lot fatter and worse, so that should be okay. Right, and I'll give it another wipe again and do the same again. Right. Oh, sorry, that's a terrible noise on that glass, isn't it? Right, really steady. And okay, that was a little bit better. That was a bit fat down the bottom there. And that's going to go there. Right on the edge. Yes. Okay, so now I've got my pocket there, or my tuck spot rather. I'm just going to put that under there again, so I can see that bit isn't inked the way I would like, so I want it to be a bit darker. And yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, so while I was waiting for my battery to charge, I made a couple of long thin tags. Just want to try those out, that they fit in. Yep, that's fine. Right, let's make sure I can go, yeah, and then that's not being obscured. Yep, that'll be fine. So we know that they both fit. Cool. I got the words best wishes here that I stamped out. Just with a little die cut. Where do I want them? Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah. So we're getting near the end now, and I'm really pleased with how it's turned out so far. Sorry if this video is like about 8 years long. But it's a slow process, isn't it? Like when you're kind of just working off the cuff, and working out what you want and where you want it, if you want it, covering bits up as I have done, making mistakes and correcting them. You know how it is, guys, but we got there, and I really like how it's starting to look. So it's all been worth it for me. I don't know about for you guys at home watching, if it's all been worth it for you. You might be losing the will to live because this video has been so long, but I hope that you've enjoyed it and that it might give you an idea or two of your own, maybe when you're sending a card next, because like I said, predominantly the job of this envelope is just to take a card to someone I care about, and so I couldn't do anything like that would mess about with the actual envelope itself or the size or anything, because it's got to take those cards that I've made, and these are the envelopes for them, and so I just wanted it to be a little bit extra. So we're getting there. Let's find my string type stuff. Right, this string, I'll just quickly show you, or wool, it's this, and I just sprayed it with my food and dye with the alcohol in it. I just sprayed it then so that it would be the colours of this. I'm not sure, because once you spray it and you mess about with it, it looks a bit, I don't know, we'll see. Let's have a look if I thread it through and it looks alright, because yeah, I wanted like the multi-tones in it, and I wanted to be able to tie something on the bottom, so I'll give this a go and see what it looks like. Right, I'm not going to sit here and try and thread all these. I will be right back. Right, so there we are. I've threaded a little, it's like a little silver seed and a little bell, just because I love little bells. And that closes up the envelopes nicely, and that brings our video to a close nicely. So we've got the pocket here that's tall, that supports a tall tag, same length as the card. And then on the back we've got our belly bands and our tuck spot down there. So I'm really pleased with how that turned out. I'm going to go now because I've kept you long enough, and I'm going to fill these pockets up. So thank you very much for watching. If you stayed with me till the end, you do deserve a medal, and yeah, ask me, I'll think of a prize because it's been long. But anyway, thank you very much, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Bye for now. Bye bye.